episode 4 already. If you were here last time, you got to watch us spend half an hour on one level, which is a little ridiculous, even if it were a boss fight. But it wasn't a boss fight. It was the fight before the boss fight. We just happened to have like a really passive party, I think, is part of it. So just a refresher of where we're at in the run. We have all of our 2-tier characters. We're about to get our first tier 3 character. And Priestess is extremely slow compared to the other tier 2 reds. She's pretty grindy. As has the Jester been, because our mana is slow. So here's the curses like really put us in this slow grindy mindset. The Stitch means the enemies really get to grind us out with health totals proportional to the number of turns the game takes. And our spells make us really slow to get started, which I think gives the enemies that wiggle room in that time to start compounding the Stitch problem on us, and it's just made the fights really long and slow. Last floor there was also just the conundrum of, losing the juggler. Jugglers are DPS, so, and it's gonna happen again probably. Jugglers only have 3 health, but we'll see. Oh, rotten means that we cannot go forever. So rotten, all heroes get -1 max HP at the end of each turn. Okay, but they can't reduce us below. This is a stupid comment, but they can't reduce us below 1 max HP, so we'll be fine, right? If we get down to 1 max HP, we're screwed. There are some saving graces here in the event that we end up having to go long. One is the Priestess's Vitality. 3 max HP per turn compared to 1 max HP loss per turn per character reaches an equilibrium once we lose 2 characters. Which, in a grindy fight, you're kind of planning for the inevitable loss of 2 characters. Last fight we only lost Juggler, which is good, but we might lose more than 1 this fight. And if that happens, and we're down to 3 characters, let's say we're down to Bard, Priestess, and Jester, not a good situation. He can also summon imps, which means we're not incentivized to go slow and grindy. The last fight was against, what was his name? I don't know his name, but he deals 1 damage to you after the first spell you cast each turn, but he doesn't summon anything. He poisons you, but we actually mitigated that once with infused herbs to cleanse. We don't have any other access to cleanse right now. And he poisons us. And he poisons 3 people at a time, whereas the other opponent only poisoned 1 person at a time. So getting the cleanse here on 1 person was like sufficient. But he also summons. So the fact that he summons means we really can't afford to grind this guy out forever. But he has so much health. Ugh, 18 health. We can deal with 18 health. The other guy had a total of 10 health. This is 8 more than that. He comes with 4 bones to start. But we get another character here, so let's see who it is. The leader. Oh, the Valkyrie. I really like the idea of Valkyrie for a few reasons. Lots of reasons, actually. One is this side right here would kill someone. It would kill the person who uses it, but Valkyrie can say, hey, I'm going to make you undying, and then you can revive people without dying yourself. So that's pretty cool. Also, the shield rescue seems great. And she gets to revive some people herself. So this is looking like a pretty clutch Valkyrie. Leader is terrible. We don't have any big hitting dice that we want to repeat. Technically Jester has a big mana gain side, but mana debt means that like mana gain is a really slow option to try and optimize with leader. 3 damage, 3 damage. This is not a leader choice. This is a Valkyrie choice, 100%. Okay, but who gets the ritual dagger? Could be Jester. Could be Juggler. The nice thing about putting it on Juggler, there's some weird things about putting it on Juggler. She's only at 3 health, so she's not likely to outlive people. But the Valkyrie might have something to say about that. But the other nice thing is putting the Harpoon on someone else like Jester. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Harpoon on Jester means that we can vulnerable and then juggle Collector, Valkyrie, attack, all in the same turn. Also, makes it easier to be greedy to roll Jester for the mana side or the dodge side, because he has no X's. Well, he'll have a couple of X's, but later in the fight. So I like this setup. Does Priestess want infused herbs, or does Collector? Against Rotten, it could be pretty good. And her bottom side, like, we're re-rolling that so often anyway. It gives me, it gives me some, I think, maneuverability to replace this bottom side with the herbs. Because this is such a weak side, I'm not going to be keeping it, really. And if, for whatever reason, I need that side, I still have access to that side. Just gives me more options. And I can even play it on turn 1 now, like with the Jesters. 4 mana roll on turn 1. Okay, this is good. Let's see how it plays out. Summoning immediately is not great. And the bones are coming for me. This is not good at all. We're going to re-roll this for sure. I'm happy to give everyone a health here. It's pretty efficient. No, it's not. At the end of each turn. So this missing HP everyone has is going to stay missing because of Rotten. So this is not good. This is obviously good. So we reroll everything. It's an easy reroll everything. But we're not happy about it. Definitely want this. This is awkward. The rescue does not rescue. I think Valkyrie really wants her 4 damage side just to punch out of bones. And if she misses, then Undying is like similar. We can keep this from the Jester. So many of the other sides are really bad right now. It means that killing a Bones with the Collector is very likely. But now we have to ask the question, does the Collector reroll? Because right now he helps the Jester with a guaranteed kill on the Bones. I think he does reroll because there's a good chance that Valkyrie misses anything useful here. She basically has 2 X's right now. This is questionable as to whether or not it's even helpful. This is also questionable as to whether or not it's even helpful. So, she's just going to roll for her damage. And if she misses, then the Collector's duplicate side can help kill Bones with a little bit more force than it otherwise would. This was not a bad roll on the cantrip. It was not terrible. Not the worst case scenario, but the damages are way better right now. We want to clear out these Bones. I want to go fast on turn 1. Oh, that's gross. Terrible and terrible. They both missed. I missed out on up to 4 damage from here and up to 4 damage from here. At least the Collector gets to kill a Bones. Pretty nice, like this. I could see this being a situation where the Priestess just solos the Rotten by giving her enough regen, giving herself enough regen. She's going down to the lowest HP, so I'm gonna give her the Vitality. This doesn't do anything. Does this let me do... No, that's interesting. You're not allowed to kill your Juggler. Not that you would want to, but it's interesting that you're not allowed to. Okay, we we saved 1 health on the Jester. Ooh, there hits the plague. Alright. Yikes. Freaking Imp, Juggler. Ugh. Okay, well the mana's great. The heal one that everyone loses a little bit of value on Collector. The Undying is great. The Cleave is probably good. It's 3 damage. And reroll these 2. Juggler, I need you to help me out a little bit more. No, Juggler, not like this. Okay. So we could flash here to get basically 4 effort. 4 health related effort. That's not good though. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty slow. There's a way to kill a Bones though, which saves the Valkyrie anyway. That's gotta be better. We want to be more aggressive. Because this is also 4 effort. It's a little bit more than 4 effort. For a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons. One is because it's actually dealing damage, so it's like 4 damage worth of effort, but it also saves 3 health. Well, I mean, this flash saved 4 health. It was also cheaper though, so lots of reasons why this is better. Okay, we'll let the Jester survive at 1, and the Priestess is gonna heal up the Jester, so he doesn't have as low of a max HP total. How important is the Jester in this fight? I have no idea. This is so strange. The Flick is nice. She's summoning another Imp. Kill the Bones. I'm okay with Rotten summoning for now. Collector got some good effort there. Oh, this is gonna be a grindy one. I wonder if Priestess should have helped the Valkyrie there. She should, because we miss out on a lot of current HP by healing the Jester for an amount that's going to be damaged. This is much better. This is much better. Let the Jester sweat a little bit. We can save him with Vitality later. Juggler is not as important as Valkyrie. That's just full stop. Priestess and Valkyrie can solo these opponents together. Okay, good news and bad news. Good news is that this is 4 shield worth of effort, yeah. No. Oh, right, because I think just proof of concept, she doesn't save herself. So it's only 2 shield worth of effort right now. It can get better. This is an interesting combo. The 2 regen can be huge. But how do we save everyone? Well, the Collector, part of the struggle is the Imp. So the Collector can try and kill the Imp. Oh dear. It's gotta be the best take though. Does the Jester roll for... No, the mana's too good. I can't risk missing the mana to let the Priestess not just save the Valkyrie, but giving her 2 regen. I wonder if that's too slow. 2 health, 2 regen, 2 cleanse. Means we can just let the Imp take her. She doesn't get the poison. It's pretty nice. And then the Valkyrie can take the shield, but then it's just shield. Like, that's all it does. Collector survives at 2 life. And maybe she takes a little bit less damage, but besides that, it's like, Maybe it teams up with the Juggler, but we can roll back into it, or we can, even better, get an Undying for the Jester, or someone who's more important than the Collector, who's honestly not that important of a character. The Juggler's going to reroll. I'm sad that the Juggler hit the Imp. Not the end of the world. So do we reroll the Collector also? What's the Collector trying to do? The Collector could shield himself, which would be great, or he could exert himself to kill the Imp, which would be similar to keeping the bow. So I'm going to reroll all three of these. We're keeping the Jester and the Priestess. Okay, we got Undying. I think that's pretty nice here. Can use it on the Jester, and then we reroll the Juggler. We Undying the Jester. Juggler doesn't die. We do this here, and then maybe Juggler can save Collector, maybe not, probably not. I'm not really counting on saving Collector, even though he has a lot of health, so it feels a little sad to not save him. The Jester is better because of the mana gain and the dodge. Even the flick is kind of cool. What would be best here? Shield? Yeah, just a shield would be the best. Let's see if we can get it. If you don't know why I'm upset right now. It's because the Juggler killed itself. I guess it was a 2 and 5. It wasn't quite a 2 and 5. I mean, because we had the roll of damage side also. But the blink was kind of just as bad. Okay, well, there are a few things we can do here. I think this should really happen. Getting that regen is just... Okay, then the question is, do we want to flash? It's pretty high effort. So if we're going to flash, we should do it first, because it hits the Valkyrie also. Yeah, so the Collector can kill the Imp. That's doing nothing. I guess, yeah, Juggler just literally did nothing. But he kills this Imp, exerts himself, but now... But the healing doesn't matter either. Just, by the way. Because of the reduce in max HP. So it doesn't matter. But we still kill him. And then we flash. And we get the regen down, and we save the Jester like this. Not good. But it's where we're at. Valkyrie and Priestess can kind of go the distance, though. Plague is bad, but we'll see what we can do. So Valkyrie can bring the Juggler back. Jester can dodge. And Priestess is getting her trash kicked. Oh no. So we re-roll both of these, yeah. Because we really want to save her. Yeah. We want to save her. Rotten's still not doing poisoning. Summoning again, though. Not sure how I feel about that. Does the Jester really want to dodge? It's getting punched for 3. But if we kill the Bones with Valkyrie, then it's kind of the same thing. And he can hit mana or... No, that's like the only thing he can hit, though, is the 4 mana side. And that's so unlikely to look for just one specific side. He does have the reroll, which makes it a little bit more likely, and then also him having the reroll also makes it more likely for Valkyrie to get what she needs and for Priestess to get what she needs. So So it's a little greedy to reroll this, thinking that we can get the mana, which can just kill the bones anyway, which is good because like we need to be dealing with enemies. Or he can just not die if Valkyrie kills the bones anyway, and then he could get Okay, so we're gonna reroll everything. A little greedy. Well, now no one dies. And I think we want the vitality on Priestess, or even just the other side. But yeah, we have to say Priestess, and she's getting punched by bones. This is not going well. The summons are a huge problem. Imps can summon more bones too, by the way. It's kind of hilarious. Collector's gonna get a turn back on, so even though it feels like we're falling farther behind right now, this turn's worse than most turns will be in the future. And we're gonna reroll Priestess to look for a vitality. Okay, this is fine. Who does she heal though? I guess she heals herself. And we bank a mana. Kind of falling farther behind. Definitely don't like the third summon. The fourth summon. Here it comes. Undying is good. Okay. We can Undying the Priestess. This is so interesting. Undying the Priestess, Vitality the Collector? It might be time to just let the Collector go. The tempting thing about saving the Collector is that right now he and the Jester can kill anyone. If they're gonna kill someone, they can kill the bones. But they could also kill the imp. Oh no, but the Jester can't kill the imp because he'll die. So Jester, yeah, it's tough. It's really close too. The Vitality plus the 2 here is a total of 4 damage. But we can't do it to the imp. But we also have this flick is the other thing. So it's like we could flick the imp, it takes 2. Punch it. And then the Collector's not dying. And then we can just re-roll this. That's kind of interesting. Flick plus 2 kills the imp, which is good because imps can summon bones. So I'm more afraid of imps than I am of bones. Imps also have thorns, so it's nice to... It's another reason that if I, since the Collector has armor with this attack, it's kind of free. Thorns attack. So Flick and Collector kill the imp. And then Jester gets to reroll for either the mana, which is his best side, 4 mana, or the dodge if we want to keep the bones alive. And then Vitality someone else besides the Jester. But even if we miss, Vitality saves the Jester. We could also just take the 1 mana side, or the Reaper again later. 1 mana side's not bad. 4 mana side's really, really clutch though. So please, 4 mana side? Yes! That's good. We always want to have 2 mana in the bank, because if we can just cast this enough, then I think we'll get there. Valkyrie and Priestess can just solo the Rotten. Now... how useful is Flash? It's not that useful, honestly. It's not that useful. I'd rather deal damage to kill out bones and stuff. Like Flick and Burst kills bones. Well, Flick and Collector killing him. So now the Collector's surviving. We just Valkyrie the Priestess. She's taking +3, so much. And then we can save the Jester by by killing the bones. Is that dumb? Because we can save the Jester by vitalitying the Jester. It's a little bit of a losing battle trying to out-max HP the Rotten, by the way. Because we only get 3 per turn at best from Priestess. We double burst the bones. I don't think we do. I think the 2 mana option on this is too important. So we just vitality the Jester. Stays at 1 HP anyway. But what do we do with this extra? It's a tricky thing. I guess we can just flash. Flash is pretty good. We can even flash right here. Look at this. It's a lot of health. And then we kill the we save the Priestess. We heal the Jester. So the flash gets 2 effort on the Jester. Oh yeah. Only 1 effort on the Collector. We could kill someone else with the Collector then. Who do we want to kill instead? How much was this imp doing? Doing poison to the Collector? Right, so we want to kill it because the poison is too frustrating to deal with. So even though it doesn't save that much health right now, over the long run, yeah, Collector's going to be so glad he doesn't get poisoned. Okay. We already flashed. Save the Priestess, because she's at +1. Heal the Jester. 2 mana in the bank for the cleanse, in case Rotten applies poison. And also just because getting the 2 regen down is huge. Because watch, Valkyrie's going to go back up to 3 at the end of the turn. Or 1. She's poisoned right now. Did not realize. Another summon. That's crazy. Looks like everyone's dying, but we can save 2 of 3. We can save a lot of them with some stuff. This is pretty good because it can help kill something with burst. Everything else gets rerolled. Undying is nice, but the rescue shield is going to be even better. Uh-oh. Well, this plus flash saves everyone. And this plus this kills someone. And then we roll the Valkyrie. Okay, I'm okay with this. What do I want on the Valkyrie? The damage. Yeah, I'll take the damage. Or the Undying. I think the Undying does anything here. It does. It does do something. This Collector is losing HP too fast. Who do we kill? Whoever's not. So Collector has to get Undying, so we kill this blue imp down here. But we have to flash first. It's annoying. Undying actually does nothing. Well, screw. This was a bad turn. We killed an imp. They gain an imp. We lost 2 mana. We lose a max HP. losing 2 mana is a huge, huge L. Everyone's a little bit healthier, though. I will say that. Everyone's a little bit healthier. Here comes the poison. We're looking kind of toast. Yeah, I think this is going to be where the run ends. I'm not seeing a way out. I'm not seeing a way out. Priestess is getting hit by the bones. If we could clear out the summons and just get Rotten down to... We weren't fast enough to clear out the summons, is what it comes down to. I actually think we can control the Rotten. I will also say, the Rotten rolled how many imps? I don't know if the poison would have been much better, but the setup, her getting herself set up is really brutal, because if she's just able to, you know, she's just does her claw, her heavy whatever, and just kills off a bunch of people, and then Priestess and Valkyrie like max HP themselves up, and then suddenly Valkyrie like starts resurrecting people, we can get there. But instead, Rotten's just like set up every turn. Summon imp, summon imp, summon imp. And so now it's like, it's too overwhelming. There's nothing we can do to keep Priestess and Valkyrie alive. Because of all the summons she has. Rather than picking off one person every turn. I don't know if it's over. So the Undying, or not the the Undying helps. I don't think this does it. We need some people to die. And then... What can the Collector give me? I have no idea. I don't think he can give me anything. Is there a way that the Collector gives me anything? Can't. The Collector's dying. We can save the... Can't. We can. We can save the Jester by killing this imp with the help of the Collector plus Flick or something. Okay, I think we just need the high mana side. We need some Vitality and then Undying. Here's Vitality and Undying. So how does this work? She's going to lose her regen to the poison. It's going to cancel out. So Priestess gets Undying. Valkyrie gets Vitality. And then they're both alive. And Jester's just looking for mana. Wow. He got the mana side. Does that mean I'm looking for... No, I can just cleanse next turn. I have the Vitality this turn. Let's hold on to it. Saves the Valkyrie. In a world where not much else does. So we can flick here to kill an imp. Right, so it's like flick, kill the imp, Collector to finish the imp off. We lose the Collector. But that's fine. This guy sucks. So it's definitely not over. Valkyrie takes a ton of damage here. She's getting punched by that bones. I wish we could have cleared these bones out. They've been here all fight. It's nice to kill that imp, though. Collector's gonna make it so... Collector makes it so hard to... Without the Collector, it makes it so hard to kill the summons now, and there's still 3 of them. But the other argument is now Valkyrie can summon back the Collector at full health and the Juggler, and then they have a little chance to sweep through and clear everyone out. If the Juggler comes back, does she come back with... I don't know how to look at my party. That's interesting. I wish there was an option to look at my party. Look at my inventory. Is that not an option? Inventory? Inventory. No. Stats. Help. No. But look at my inventory. My juggler has that item. When it dies, you get 2 mana. I wonder if it comes back with that, and then if it dies again, I get 2 more mana. We'll see. End turn. There's nothing else to do here. Save this mana so that way the priestess can cleanse the Valkyrie of all of her poison, of which she has 2. Or herself. Jester coming in with the rolls. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is fine. Undying the priestess. If we flick burst a bones, it's good for with some of the mana we get from Jester. Then she's down to +2 instead of +6, which means Vitality saves her. So do we just take this? The issue is, there are a couple of issues. One issue is the Jester dies. Valkyrie doesn't resummon anyone. And we don't get to cleanse this poison. Jester with the 4 mana, really saving my skin here. So 4 mana means Flick and Burst is a kill on Bones. Or Imp. Or Imp. Then how do we get to +6? Actually, we can actually clear out these summons finally. Because Flick and Burst is 3 mana, and then Burst and Burst is the other 4 mana. So we can kill an Imp and a Bones. So we get to save everyone here. The cost is we now have no mana, so now we can't afford to cleanse next turn unless we roll mana again on Jester, who has been very generous in rolling it as often as he has been. But we don't need the cleanse. Not immediately. And clearing out 2 more summons starts to give us a lot of breathing room. I think we have to do it. There's nothing better we can roll on Priestess. There's nothing better we can roll on Valkyrie. Nothing better we can roll on Jester. So we get to Flick, Burst. So Jester's alive. Burst. Vitality. Oh, good. This Bones is dealing 4. So it is enough. This Bones was only dealing 3. And everyone's alive. Priestess and Jester are about out of max HP. The poison's not great. Holy cow. We got the mana again. Which means, can we just do the same thing? No, Jester's finally dying. But it might be okay to let the Jester go. Uh-oh. The reason it might not be okay to let the Jester go is because of the, then we have no more mana. Can we win without the mana? Well, we have 1 more mana. So Flick and Burst to kill the Bones. And then Priestess is just taking... Jester dies. This is interesting. So instead of saving the Priestess, we could roll to res. clearing out the bones feels like the only way to stabilize. So spending the mana on the regen, well, I really want to. How much does the regen save me, though? The regen is 4 health per turn. Cleanses 2 poison and gives 2 regen. 4 health per turn is more than the damage Bones is dealing per turn. But if the priestess, I mean, yeah, so we could just roll for that and still save the priestess. And eventually the Valkyrie kills the Bones. Or she summons people back that kill the Bones. I think we look for the regen. Do we look for, okay. If we get the regen, we don't need the priestess anymore. We can regen her later. So we also look for the revive. That ain't it. The revive is better. And then, so it's like 50% we get the same outcome, or better. 50% the priestess dies because I was greedy. Let's greed. So the other thing I was thinking was the cleanse. Right now she's at 5 overkill. So the cleanse, regen doesn't happen until after the turn. So the cleanse is actually only, it is still 4 current HP. 2 because it heals, reduce 2 poison. But no. Current HP, I'm talking about because of the Bones. But the Jester, we can't cleanse and have the Jester kill the Bones. And if we cleanse, the Valkyrie's dead. So we have to keep this. And then if we get the cleanse, we have to Undying ourselves. And then the Jester clears out the Bones. Wow. Actually, no, but that's not true because we could, no, because, so we cleanse Valkyrie. We have to. And now she can really go the distance. But she's dead. As is everyone. One and 3 that Rotten just poisons next turn, and then we can just hard look for the resummons. We have to keep Valkyrie alive, and the only way to do it is Undying herself. We get to bank 2 mana. That's something. Priestess and Jester can't survive. Flash doesn't keep her alive. Flash is 1 shield, 1 heal. Undying herself. Bank the mana. There's still Bones though. But we're health positive. Bones rolled 3. Okay, so we get to kill the Bones. Rotten basically skips their turn, and then we start resummoning. resummon. Yes! Yes! Yes, okay. Juggler and Collector are back. Revive 2 heroes with a single action. And now we can clear out this imp. And Valkyrie heals back up. No one's dead. Unbelievable. Collector really wants to resummon. But this is... I'm torn. I'm torn. The problem with this is Valkyrie dies. It's a pretty big problem. So let's just re-roll for the resummon again. And then you, sir, can look for the exert. Yeah, or the shield. Yeah, you have a lot of better things than this. Not what we're looking for, Valkyrie. I need the resummons here. Oh, yeah. This is a resummon. And the party's back. And the collector doesn't care to take the damage. Okay. And now we go again. But this time, the difference is Valkyrie, the Rotten starts with not 2 bones. The Valkyrie starts with 2 effective regen. We start with 2 energy. Yeah, that's the difference. So a lot of improvements over the start of the fight compared to where we are right now. Yes, I'm going to not use the collector because I don't want to take damage from the imp. Poison. It's a lot of damage. That is good. That is good. Let's re-roll everything else? Or is this good? 18, huh? 9. So we would need 9 more damage. This is 7 more damage. 5 more damage. 3 more damage. We're really close to killing Rhine if we keep this. So I think we keep it. And I think we re-roll for... Yeah, we definitely re-roll Jester. Vulnerable gets us there. 4 mana is way better at the re-rolls of re-roll. And the Priestess holds onto this. Does this kill the Rotten? Does this kill the Rotten? Let's find out. Yep. And then the Valkyrie dies? We don't need to kill the Rotten. We can just... kill the imp and kill the Rotten next turn. She'll have 4 life. We can, yeah. Okay, wow, we made it through this boss fight. Really wild fight. There's nothing more to say than that. This was a wild, wild fight. Everyone goes down to revive HP except the Valkyrie. I wish I could undo this achievement. Oh, I wanted to take a look at that. Okay, my guess is that took, yep, that took nearly an hour, which means that is it for this episode. 1 floor per episode. I didn't expect this to be a 20 episode series. LOL. First set we did 7 floors, then we did 4 floors, then we did 1 floor, and now we did 1 floor again. So if you've watched all of those episodes, thank you for watching the slowest slice and dice gameplay you've ever seen. I hope that all of this leads to us winning the run, but I've not won an unfair run yet, so it feels like all of this thinking and slow, painful gameplay is all for nothing. It's not going to get us across the finish line, but we'll see. Maybe I'm really taking my time. I'm finally going to win unfair. It takes me a little bit longer to do it than other people I've seen, but hey, a win's a win. Let's see if we get there, even if it takes us 20 episodes. Just kidding. It won't be that many episodes. But hopefully we get through more than 1 fight per episode over the next few fights, maybe until the next boss fight. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.